Hello and welcome to day 23 of Vlogmas. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're almost here. I'm going to apologise for the lighting again. I am not a very rich YouTuber, believe it or not, with all my subscribers. I love you all dearly. I currently have my tripod on an upside down empty bin and a desk lamp in my face, because this is how dark it is at 3 PM in December in the UK. It's not good, but I thought I would just do a little video based on another video I've watched recently by a YouTuber called Lena, and her channel is Just Kiss My Frog. I have really enjoyed her videos for a while now because she talks about a lot of really cool topics like feminism and stuff like that, and I just find her really easy to relate to. She, unlike some YouTubers, although she's quite big, is at a point where she still works full time in an office. So she does a 9 to 5 job, and she spoke recently about the 5 to 9, which I thought was a really cool concept of what do I do after I finish work to what I do the next day, because she doesn't want to vlog being at work, which is something I've kind of touched on. She's in a different industry to me, and I don't know what the rules are in that industry, but I can't vlog while I'm at work. It's illegal, it's data protection, there's lots of rules against it. So it kind of touched on something I talked about at the beginning of Vlogmas, in other videos where I don't talk about a job. I've kind of just always alluded that I work in healthcare and or I'm a nursing student, and I don't show you that bit of my life because it's not that I don't want to, it's that I can't, and it's not respectful to other people. And she wants to start a sort of series where she just talks about the 5 to 9, and I thought that was such a cool concept, and I figured I might steal it a little bit, just a little bit. So I have never had a 9 to 5 job. I kind of worked 9 to 5, more like kind of 9/10 till 3/5, 2 days a week when I was at college. When I was in my second year of college, when I was 17, I did some part-time work. I loved it, but I learned I couldn't work in an office. I was a volunteer administrator, and that was the most full-time kind of 9 to 5 job I ever had. And I was still at college 9 till 5 most days that I wasn't at the office. And that was all voluntary, and it kind of taught me I don't really want to work in an office. I thought at the time I wanted to work in a creative industry. Anyone who doesn't think that anyone who works in the NHS, especially not in management, has to be creative with their resources, it's totally wrong. But yeah, and then when I left college I went straight into a healthcare job where I worked shifts. So I have never worked a 9 to 5 to know how you fit vlogging around that. I have the advantage, if I'd used it more during Vlogmas, to shoot in the 1 or 2 good hours of the day in December. I clearly use that to my advantage, but because I have whole days off at a time, and it's not just on a weekend, so I will work weekends loads. I've done loads of weekends. I work a lot of Saturdays for the looks of things. Don't work many Sundays, and that's not even a religious thing. It's just how things kind of work out. But I have worked loads of Saturdays, but especially when I'm on my placement, I'm really only doing 3 days of placement a week, and then maybe 1 day where I'm occasionally full day, but normally part day in university. That still gives me 3 to 4 other days that week where I am totally free, and that's really rare for a job. It's because you're doing such long hours in that time. It's because you're working 12 hours instead of working 7, 8, 9 that you fit it all into a shorter week. But it's just kind of interesting. So I was need to come up with a name with this, and I'm not 100% sure on it, but I want to do something about when I'm not on shift, because I feel like shift work is so different to a 9 to 5 in my personal opinion, and it might just be because I'm comparing office job to healthcare, which are completely different. Unless you work in management in healthcare, they are completely different. The shifts are different, the kind of work you do is different, the hands-on is different. When I worked in an office, anyone who was in that office at the same time with me, especially on my floor, would know how bad I was at putting people off. I could probably do 2-3 hours if I was really concentrating, and then I'd go and make a coffee and be gone for half an hour just chatting to people. I'm really bad in the office. Like, there'd be days where I'd just be gone for like ages chatting to people, and that's not, it's because I can't sit still. Like, I can't do that whole sit still and type at a desk. I find it really, really difficult. So I fell into healthcare, love it, decided to do my nursing degree, all another story. But again, it's shift work, and I think shift work's very different. There's loads of pros and cons to shift work, so that's a whole nother video. But personally, I love it, and it has worked for me. And yes, it does mean you miss important things sometimes, and you might miss that birthday, or you might miss last minute events quite a bit, especially on the weekend. But it gives so much more advantage, and I wouldn't change it because I love the job I do and the job I'm preparing to do. So I kind of wanted to do, I mean, I tried the whole monthly vlogging thing this year, and I got it pretty solidly for probably about 3 months, and then it just failed. And then I tried, like, might have been longer than that, I can't remember, but I know it didn't go very well. And then I've tried weekly vlogging before for like a week. I managed to keep it up last year. Not for me. I've done a couple of these like daily vlogging, like video every day month where I have vlog days. I've done quite a lot of like vlog days. So this is going to be a really impromptu, possibly possibly not kind of thing where I'm going to vlog everything but the shift. And that's what it's going to be called. It'll probably be like little montage vlogs. It probably might be odd days. It might be random little stuff. Obviously, if I'm vlogging something interesting which isn't like my normal life, that's not going to be in everything but the shift. But on other ones, where I'm just vlogging little things that go on, that totally could be like a whole little video of like little anecdotes of my life. So I'm thinking everything but the shift, but like I'm not really sure. I thought post shift, but then I was like, posting a shift? I love using the word post for some reason, like for past, but doesn't really kind of like work. I thought, what else did I think of? I don't know, but I think I'm going to go with everything but the shift, unless you've got some really cool ideas down below. So yeah, that is something I want to start in the new year. I want to start showing boring bits of my life, realistic bits of my life, funny bits of my life, maybe not in weekly videos, maybe not even in monthly videos, just here and there, a weird week where lots of little things were going on. And also so I don't feel like I have to, sometimes when something's really interesting going on and I want to make like a really cool video out of it, I find it really difficult because I don't want to spend every like moment of a really cool day with my camera out. So it's like I prefer just having my camera out on like little days, like, oh, today I went shopping and I got this for my mum's birthday, or I went and did some revision in a coffee shop, or I did really well in this exam. Not like I went to this big event, here's a whole video on it. These are just gonna be like little cool things, or I made this really cool dinner, etc. And that might be really boring to a lot of you, but this channel, and I think this has taught me the most in this year's Vlogmas, this channel has never been about, and should never be about, views or subscribers or anything like that. It's about me documenting stuff, and I kind of lost that a little bit. And then this Vlogmas has been really hard to push through at times because I'm like looking and I'm uploading a video, and last night's video haven't had 1 view yet, and like that's sometimes been like a difficult thing to deal with. It's like, why am I doing this for no one? But I'm not doing it for no one, I'm doing it for me. So I feel like this is really like time to focus on what am I documenting. Am I making stupid videos that I don't actually like to document stuff, or am I going to make videos where I'm going to want to watch that back and see that funny moment? And so I'm going to do more of that in the new year, and I think I'm going to start with this. What am I going to call it again? Everything but the shift. So thank you, Lena, for the idea. Not that you'll ever watch this, but yeah, and I hope to see you guys soon, hopefully tomorrow. If I fail tomorrow, this is going to be really upsetting because I know I've done badly and I've like posted at like gone midnight some days, or one day where it ended up 2 on one day. But I've managed to get out 23 videos as long as this one goes live. So if I fail tomorrow, that's going to be really upsetting. I'm going to not necessarily go on to New Year's Eve, but I have ideas up until New Year's Eve, so it just depends how crazy my life gets and how far behind on this essay I really am. Anyway, this is the most long-winded outro ever, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Bye!